Shalom to everybody who's going to be watching this video. I just want to give a short introduction. What is Tashbar all about? Like the school was founded like 32 years ago, because when we moved to LA from Baltimore, Ir HaKodesh, and the idea was that there is no Jewish continuity without Torah. We see it from all over, right? If there is no Torah, there is no Jewish continuity. En umatenu uma ella b'Toroteh. What has kept us as a nation, it's learning Torah, and especially Tinokot shel Bet Rabban, the pure Torah. The Gemara says, the Zohar HaKadosh says, what keeps a community is the pure Torah learning of little kids. Tinokot shel Bet Rabban. The school has been founded, as I said, 32 years ago. And at present we have close to 270 students, and from day one, obviously, we have had major financial problems, because you see, private education, it's totally funded by individuals. The government, separation of church and state, does not help at all, and it has been a struggle. Baruch Hashem, the school has had many supporters throughout the years, and without that support we would not have gotten to where we are now. But you see, I just want to give you some statistics to explain why we are in this kind of distress. You see, we have in our budgets at the time, the school budget, it's $3.8 million, the annual budget. This is how much it costs to operate the school. And Baruch Hashem, we have made a lot of progress, but with all that progress right now this year, tuition covers something like above 50% of the costs. And the reason is because we have to realize, to educate for the grades, it's close to $18,000, that's our cost. And obviously, see, people are not able. Right? Imagine a family that has a few kids in the school. There is no way. Like a family that has, and we have, Baruch Hashem, a lot of families that have more than one kid in the school. And let's say a family that has 4 kids in the school. There's no way they could pay like $80,000, close to $80,000 for their education. That's why, like our school, like every other school, they face constantly, this pressure. In spite of all the, right, you have to realize, if you go back to the numbers, if the budget is $3.8 million and the tuition covers 50% of that, we have to raise every year close to $2 million. Yes, we do have a lot of support. With all that support still, right now we are every month, I'm short like, $100,000 every month. And constantly, and it's basically the burden is on me and I consider that a privilege, really, that that Baruch Hashem, what the school has, it's a source of pride. You should know there are a lot of Persian shuls, institutions in town, but the American rabbis tell me that Tashbar is the only institution that also gives back to the community, because it's not just for Persians. Right now the school caters to, still it's over 60% Persian, but close to 40%, but it's non-Persian. It's a Sephardic yeshiva ketana on the entire community. That shows, yes, we do have, Baruch Hashem, a lot of support. I don't think there is any other Persian institution that people have helped so much throughout the years, accumulative help. But with all that, we are still short. And I'm very, very happy the association that I had with Tamid and those moments that I spent with him in ICU. And he came up with this idea of creating this Ner Tamid. I suggested the name, right? And I told him when he came, but it was his idea that he wanted to create something for Jewish education, and we decided to call it Ner Tamid. And I told him right there in the room at UCL, I said, look, the Gemara says, how come the Torah, when it's talking about the children, Aharon, he attributes them to Moshe Rabbeinu. These are not Moshe Rabbeinu's children. And the Gemara says, because Moshe Rabbeinu taught them Torah, they are considered his spiritual kids. And Be'ezrat Hashem, the help that would come through this foundation to support pure Jewish education, it would be a big merit, not only for our dear Tamid, but it's whoever supports that. When you support Torah, these children become like your own spiritual children, and this is going to be. It's really through this Ner Tamid, this flame, eternal flame that Tamid is initiated. Would be this is something that the Gemara says. A community that doesn't have a tashbar, doesn't have Kochobet Rabban learning Torah, doesn't have any continuity. There's no existence for that. We hope, Be'ezrat Hashem, through this Ner Tamid, many, many beautiful small candles would be lit to illuminate our community, our Menken Ratzon. Thank you very much.